Good day to everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm here today with Aaron Levy, who's the founder and CEO of Raise the Bar Consulting, a firm focused on helping companies retain their millennial talent. Aaron, do you think that Facebook addiction is a growing problem? And if so, why?
I think it's just because we have the ability to look at anything on our phones. And we have the ability to, it's what I call the grass is greener effect, where we're only posting and showing what's good that's happening in our lives, whether it's on LinkedIn or Facebook or some other social media um, avenue. And so you get to see and feel what other people are doing, and it's exciting and it's cool.
Okay. Well, are you seeing this addiction also creep into the workplace? And if so, how is that affecting the productivity and perhaps the creativity of the people who are trying to actually get some meaningful work done?
Yes, it's all over the workplace, and the impact is profound because this idea of multitasking doesn't really work. You can do a lot of things, it doesn't mean you do a lot of things well. And the type of work that we do in this 21st century economy, in this knowledge economy, is creative, thoughtful, deep thinking work where you're not just stamping a widget or checking one thing to check another thing. You're actually delivering a product to a consumer or to a client or to an internal team that you need to understand the inputs. You need to understand why the product is working, how it can help solve problems, and you need to be thinking deeply and asking questions to evaluate different situations. And when you're multitasking, you're not letting yourself get into that deep thinking. You're not letting yourself get into that thinking that sometimes might come at minute 23 or minute 35 of thought when you're just focused on what's in front of you as opposed to being focused on, okay, I got to check this phone, I got a Slack message coming up, and that's telling me that somebody else is asking me a question about something else. You quickly lose those trains of thoughts, and you don't get the depth of thought that's really necessary.
Hmm. Okay, so with the growing amount of information brought on by app overload, how do you think that knowledge workers can best make quiet time for the deep work they need to do? And as you said before, they have a lot of these distractions coming in. How can they eliminate them or mitigate them?
You have to build the structures. So I set up structures in my personal life to make sure that happens. I have my phone on silent virtually all the time. I make sure that I don't get alerts on my phone that are emails. I have to go to my email to see my emails. Emails don't come to me. And so there are structures that we need to set up and set up sometimes within organizations, sometimes within the way we organize our own lives to make it an active move to have to go reach something that will be a distraction.
Do you think that technology plays a role in helping alleviate too much technology? As paradoxical as that might sound, meaning is there any new advance in technology or productivity tools that can help reduce information overload or tech addiction?
I think there's probably some ideal ones that would do the job and that I'm just not fully aware of. I know there's some like Harmon that does that work as well. I know that there are certain things on my phone that I just use as reminders, like a reminder app or an alarm, so that if I want to remember to do something, I'll just have it remind me to do that, and I'll put it out of my mind until later. I think there's room to really optimize that and optimize the structures, and I think we're not there, or we're getting there, and we're moving towards it, which is structures and systems that make it easy for people to be present with the work that they have, be present in the life that they're focusing on, and
Mhm.
makes it much more efficient for them to find and use the tools that they need.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Aaron. Thanks for joining us today.